YouTube is offering employees buyouts as part of an AI-focused reorganization. Meta will add a huge corpus of AI content into its recommendation system. And Proton launched Data Breach Observatory to track personal info leaks. It's Thursday, October 30th, and here's a quick look at tech in the news this morning from Engadget. As part of an AI-focused reorganization, YouTube CEO Neal Mohan told employees that it will offer voluntary buyouts. That's according to an internal company memo. At the same time, he emphasized that there would be no specific role eliminations as part of the new structure. Mohan wrote, "Looking to the future, the next frontier for YouTube is AI, which has the potential to transform every part of the platform. We also understand some of you might be ready for a new challenge, so we've decided now is the right time to offer a voluntary exit program." The restructuring is designed to help YouTube focus on fast-growing areas like AI, while driving faster decision-making and execution. To that end, the platform is organizing into 3 separate product organizations: viewer products, creator and community products, and subscription products. Viewer products will focus on the viewer experience by making improvements to search and discovery, engagement, the living room experience, and our foundation of responsibility. Creator and community products, meanwhile, is driving creation through Gen AI tools, shorts, live and creator support. And subscription products, as you'd expect, will operate around subscription growth across music, premium, and YouTube TV platforms. Mohan noted that YouTube has been the #1 streamer in the U.S. for the last 2 years. So far, it has signed up 125 million premium and music subscribers, along with 8 million YouTube TV subs. The platform has paid out $100 billion to its ecosystem, presumably creators and recording artists. And of course, YouTube is not the only tech giant reducing headcount while citing AI as an impetus. Amazon recently announced that it had laid off 14,000 people while citing the need to be lean due to transformative technology like AI. Meanwhile, YouTube parent Alphabet announced its first-ever $100 billion quarter, largely on the strength of cloud services and search. Well, it looks like Meta's Vibes feed is just the start of the company's pivot toward AI slop. In an earnings call, CEO Mark Zuckerberg said that we're going to add yet another huge corpus of content to Meta's recommendation system via AI's ability to create and remix content. So you are likely to see even more AI-generated posts on Facebook and Instagram. He said, "Social media has gone through 2 eras so far. First was when all content was from friends, family, and accounts that you followed directly. The second was when we added all the creator content, seemingly suggesting that AI content will be the 3rd era." Zuckerberg added that recommendation systems that deeply understand AI content are increasingly valuable since they can help you achieve your goals. He then nodded to Vibes, calling it an example of a new type of content enabled by AI. Retention on the feed is looking good so far, and its usage keeps growing quickly week over week, according to Zuckerberg. Furthermore, he added there are more opportunities to build many more novel types of content ahead as our new models become ready. To put some numbers to Vibes' take-up, Meta CFO Susan Lee said that users have generated over 20 billion images in the feed to date. Meta has already introduced a number of AI features across its social media platforms. Those include in-app photo and video editing via text prompts directly in Instagram stories, AI chatbots across WhatsApp, Messenger, and Instagram, and a standalone Meta AI app that includes an AI assistant and discovery feed. Proton, the company behind Proton VPN and other encrypted apps like Proton Mail and Proton Drive, just launched a new webpage called the Data Breach Observatory that aims to make accurate cybercrime data more widely accessible. The observatory is intended to be a continually updated report that records any data leak detected on the dark web with information sourced from the underground data marketplaces themselves. Now, the reason for the observatory, according to Proton, is that too many studies of cyber attacks depend on organizations reporting when they have been hacked. A company might not make a data breach public for fear of backlash from customers, regulators, or stockholders. Although it is impossible to tell how many breaches are not reported, Proton believes it's a significant portion. Compounding the transparency problem, most stolen data is advertised and traded on dark web markets that are hard to trace without specialized knowledge, like how diamond thieves don't tend to fence their loot at above-board jewelry stores. In other words, while most people know that personal information is frequently stolen and leaked, it's very difficult to know how much data is getting stolen, how often breaches occur, and who's buying and selling the goods. Proton's solution is to monitor the dark web itself, watching locations where data thieves go to advertise stolen information. By keeping an eye on these exchanges, Proton believes the Data Breach Observatory will be able to warn victims as early as possible, including before the targets themselves are aware of the leak. Making breach reports available in one place is also meant to educate the public about the actual size and scope of cybercrime, while making it harder for companies to keep quiet about getting hacked. Proton plans to update the observatory in near real time, working with a risk detection firm called Constella Intelligence. It remains to be seen whether they'll be able to keep up the workload. According to Proton's own research, around 1,571 data breaches have occurred this year so far, comprising well over 100 billion records. A clearinghouse for reporting on all of those definitely sounds valuable, but at around 5 breaches a day, it will be a busy page. Thanks for listening. There's more to these stories and more tech news at Engadget.com. This episode featured journalism from Steve Dent and Sam Chapman and was voiced and produced from the boutique sound studios of Spoken Layer. Enjoy your day. I'll be back tomorrow with more tech news from Engadget.